everybody, Peeps Galucia here, bringing you another episode of my Minecraft FTB Infinity Evolved Expert Mode playthrough. And today, I'm going to be working on meat sauce. So, I decided to at least temporarily hook up culinary generators to this, even if it's going to run insanely slow. But it's still going to run, and that's what's important. So, basically, I decided just to use 2 culinary generators, obviously 1 for each. I'm not even going to use a buffer between. These hold 100,000 RF, and honestly, they're going to get completely drained anyway. So, it really doesn't matter. So, then I'm going to have a redstone furnace right here. I actually already had this, because if you remember, I replaced some older redstone furnace basics with some hardened ones. So, I already had this. So then we're going to make that come out the side there. So then that's going to feed into those. And then I have to configure this a little bit. So the back... I just confused myself. Okay, so the back side is already orange. So that's good. So that... What's the back side then? I guess this is the top. So then this must be the back here. I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, I just need this to be blue. And then, basically, we're going to have to just make the damn thing that's going to feed into it and be gross. So, this will go onto the side, and that should already be filling, question mark? No? It goes into it, no problem. Is it not going to pull it out? Oh, it's got to be a fluid tread. Herp a derp. This is fluid. Yep, that won't work. Okay, so I'll have to go make a fluid one of those in a minute. So yeah, so then what we need to make today... Quiet you. Actually, while I'm here, I get some XP. Eventually, I'm going to make a device that sucks up XP. And then I'll have an insane amount of XP because, like, they're making it all the time. I just occasionally happen to pick it up when I'm in the area. But yeah, so I need to make a fluid Dealy Fango. And then I also need to make... the meat packer. That's the big thing of the day. And the hardest part of that, I think, is going to be the hardened machine frame. That's a very time-consuming thing to build. So let's start with that. So, right out the gate, we're going to need a golden chipset, which uses... I'm going to start with anything that uses the assembly table as a component, because... we need the assembly table to make the hardened Dealy Fango. You stop it. There you go. I just want that. So let's start with that. And then we're going to need Electrum gear. That's easy enough. I already have that. You just saw it in my inventory. So I need to go crush 2 obsidian and make a refined circuit, which those are all easy components. It's just time consuming. It takes a long time to make one of those. So... possibly would have been a better idea to do that off camera, but whatever. So, it's been a while since we've had a building episode where I've actually just, like, focused on crafting stuff. Because a lot of times, like, to speed it up, because I want to craft, like, several things in an episode, I just go ahead and craft, like, a bunch of stuff ahead of time, and then basically just assemble it in the video. I like doing the crafting episodes once in a while, because I know some people prefer the faster pace, but I know some people prefer the episodes that we get to mess about, so it's fun. Okay, so this is going to head over here, and I'm probably just going to go ahead and put the meat packing Dealy Fango, like, right here, I would think. So I'm going to have this pipe go to there. It'll feed into that, which will then feed into this. Oh, yeah, and I also need to make the augment for food, because it is food. I'm pretty sure even though it's a meat ingot, it's going to count it as food, and thus you want the, what's it called? The trivection, right? Something like that. Should have a lot of stuff in here now. We do, because I had put a bunch of crap. Lately, I've been putting the ore directly into the storage as ore, rather than turning it into ingots, because I had so many ingots that I was like, ah, to hell with it. But... the last time I pulled everything out of the miner, I decided to throw it all in there again. So then, yeah, I'm going to need 2 silver, 2 redstone, a redstone reception coil. Bam! Alright, so that's that. And then, I guess, just the packing plant. We need the rest of that. Meat. So, more bricks, obviously. A basic machine frame, which we'll make in a minute. Another reception coil. The plastic sheets, I should probably do those first, because that's going to take a minute. So, I need to make compressed sawdust. I have the raw plastic, but the sawdust, I don't have any compressed sawdust. I have sawdust, just not compressed. Look at me. Look, from the last episode, we got 44 cinder pearls, and I got 6 ender pearls. So I'm up to 8 now. So keep in mind that very soon, we will be doing the episode where we look for the stronghold. Because I definitely have enough now to make Eyes of Ender to find that locale. So I'm looking forward to that. So I need rocket fuel. Okay, so I think my plastic's in here. Okay, so then the only other thing that was like going to be kind of challenging, are we still making that? Yeah. Is the flux igniter. Starts fires at a distance, which I'm interested to just see how that works. But not today. So I need 2 flint. Oh, okay, small power unit is actually the more complicated thing that I need. So let's start with that. Oh, yeah, that's right. It makes 3... well, whatever. The hell with it. Extra charges. Yay! Okay. So, yeah, we need that hardened frame, which is on its way. This is a really expensive thing to make. Starts fires at a distance. 400 RF per... We should probably at least test it, yeah? I'm curious what it looks like. I mean, it's so damn expensive. Like, I really don't want to make it again, you know? Okay. Oh, that's right. Damn it. I forgot it. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 more pieces of tin for the battery. I am running around a lot in this episode. We are just... See, this is... Honestly, this is a lot of... I usually do this kind of stuff in between episodes, like I said, and this is exactly why. There's a lot of running around and just, like, doing it. So I kind of like today's episode because, like, you get to see this side of it. Like, a lot of the times when you... Any episode you've ever watched of FTB, or probably anything for that matter, when you see me just, like, having a bunch of stuff, and it's like, all right, now we got to put this and this together. Now let's go put this and this together. Like, that's because I did all this stuff in between the episodes. Okay, so we can make this fancy thing, which, like I said, I would love to actually try it out and see what the hell it looks like. Although it creates fire at a distance. So certainly we have to be careful with this thing. I'm assuming it shoots fire charges. Basically, it's like taking a fire charge, which normally you can, like, throw, and it's like a projectile fire bomb thing. And instead of it, you know, being... there's an Enderman. Come here, buddy. We need ender pearls. We need ender pearls. Ah. Okay, I give up. So this already should be a little bit charged. And it says how it uses 400 per thing. My solar helmet charged it up a little bit. So let's just shoot it at that tree. Oh. It's literally a lighter at a distance. Like, whatever you point at, it's just a lighter. That's so weird. I expect it to be more like a fire charge, but it literally is just like you're lighting stuff from a distance. It's like using flint and steel at whatever you point at a distance. I, honest to God, have no idea what that would even be used for, but it's definitely interesting. I mean, besides a weapon, like I could light enemies on fire from afar. I don't really have any enemies, and I don't want to light a random sheep on fire, but, you know, as a demonstration, that would be kind of crude. But yeah, you can definitely use it against enemies, I suppose, and it would be the equivalent. I guess, actually, come to think of it, that would be pretty good for PvP. Because it's literally, it's not a projectile, which means, like, you don't even see where it comes from. So, like, if you were doing PvP, I actually would think, because flint and steel is usually pretty effective for PvP, but it's like a projectile that you can't see. So you'd just be getting lit on fire, and if you're, like, hiding or something, you'd be like, ah, where is this coming from? Please stop lighting me on fire. So that definitely could have some use. Of course, I am playing single player, so, you know, not for me. Okay, so put that down. Bam! Look at that. Instantly fills with meat. Awesome. We're going to need that. And then I guess Do I want these self-supplied, I suppose? I suppose I do. I kind of wanted these just to feed into that, which would mean these... Okay, but I have plenty of power to spare, so you know what? Yeah, I'm going to... You know, I already have this sitting here, and it's already got 1,000,000 damn power in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to what I was doing before. I'm going to hook this up, okay? And then this, which is definitely not going to go that far. Holy crap, it went that far. There's no way this one does. Holy crap. That's really far. Wow. Yeah, that one can power these at least. There it is. Raw meat ingot. Delicious. Oh, crap. I forgot to put my augment in there. Okay, that definitely works. Look how much faster it is now. But it's not so much the speed. Obviously, the meat packer is not even keeping up with it. It's the fact that it uses 50% less energy is really what matters. But yeah, another basic redstone furnace and a meat packer, which is only using 20 RF per use, is not going to tax my wheat culinary generators. So there we go. So these are both firing up at 38 RF per tick, which is really nice. I mean, we're talking about 76 RF per tick is what we're generating now. So this should be very, very slowly working now. Like, very slowly. But it should be working. Aha! There it goes. So, I mean, like, it needs 300 work. I'm waiting to see it go to 45 so I can kind of get a sense of how long it's actually taking. What is that? Like, a minute per work? Is it going to take... Okay, it wasn't quite a minute, but maybe 30 seconds? So 150 minutes per item, basically, at its current rate. So for every 2.5 hours that I'm playing the game, I'll get one random piece of ore. Totally worth it! And we've already drained a fair amount, but that was probably just to fill the pipe and stuff, honestly. So it's pretty funny, actually. So this should, I mean, this is definitely going to fill up. Look at it. That's already got 64, and this is almost half full. So this is pretty soon going to stop working and only very slowly work because it's burning through the meat a lot slower than it makes it, obviously, which is nice. And this is obviously, again, just painfully slow. But not much you can do about that. We literally have 38 RF per tick per pre-charger, which is virtually nothing. The only thing that I'm curious to see, and there's a lot of cows in there, so let's go ahead and give them some more meat juice while we're at it. I'm curious to see how fast it's going to drain this tank and whether or not my amount of cows can keep up with it. Because I could always add 2 more culinary generators so that it's 2 generators per pre-charger, which obviously would speed it up pretty significantly. I mean, like, it would still be slower than all heck, but it would literally be twice as fast. So get my XP. Because now we're up to... I mean, like, I feel like we just gained, like, at least another 2,000 milli buckets. And only 100 milli buckets per ingot. I kind of feel like that might be enough cows to supply 4, possibly. I mean, again, like, they're both already completely full. We had, like, 40,000 saved up. And, I mean, like, so we still have tons. We'll see. I'm going to let it run for a little while to get a sense of how things are going. But if it looks like overall I'm gaining meat juice, then I'll add 2 more culinary generators to make this run a little bit faster. So that it only takes about an hour per ore. Yeah, it's not very practical until you have a large energy source, which we discussed in the last episode, the fact that I need a better energy source just for those. But, like I said, I had all this meat juice. It's just sitting around because I'm trying to get cows for pink slime anyway, which I can now get 2 of. So I may as well use the meat juice for something. I'm certainly not going to eat cooked meat ingots. I'm going to keep eating toast, thank you very much. Oh, he's getting away. Oh, 2 slime balls. That was another... I mean, I have been getting really lucky with slime balls lately. Hopefully that transition went okay. Ever since I set up my new computer, I completely forgot to set up my sticky keys settings. Man, this rain is loud. I completely forgot to set up my sticky key settings. So, like, when you do a little shift dance, in Minecraft when you're like da 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 da. It made my sticky keys turn on, which like totally crashed my recording because it made me go from full screen to not full screen, which like totally screwed up my recording. The whole thing went wonky. Pretty funny reason to crash my recording from doing a Minecraft shift dance. So, but yeah, hopefully that transition worked okay. So there you go. So we're making power from the meat. I can already tell you, though, we already dropped back down to like 29,000. It looks like the meat juice is not going to keep up, even just with the 2 culinary generators. It looks like it's actually not keeping up, so I don't think I'm going to be adding more of those, unfortunately. But that's how that goes. So don't expect to see that. Pretty much just capped off our meat juice. I'm not going to, like, you know, get more, like, I'm not going to make more cow areas and stuff like that. I mean, it's just totally unnecessary. Like, I mostly made it just to see that I can. I just wanted to see it. I just wanted to, you know, it was a machine. It's something fun to build, but I didn't really think it was going to be all that useful. Turns out I'm correct. I mean, like, it would definitely keep up with 1. Honestly, I need 1 whole pen of cows per culinary generator, to be completely honest with you. Like, that's how much you would have to do to make that, like, a plausible thing. So, not a very practical source for power. But again, I had those laser drill things going on, and I figured I have them. I may as well try to use them, so there we go. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate the viewing support. Expect very soon to have the episode where we go looking for the stronghold, because we still have those 8 pearls, and I have plenty of powder now, blaze powder, to make Eyes of Ender. So we're going to go looking for that damn thing. Possibly in the next episode. I'd really like to do that. I'm going to, I think, just let my brain take a break from building again and from worrying about, like, what kind of power sources I'm going to use to try to get that laser up and running. So let's take a break from that. Have another adventure episode where we go looking for the stronghold. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate the video support. Later. Oh, laters. Do. Later. Do. Later. Shift dance. No sticky keys. Ooh, baby, I love the way.